Welcome back to the Neverwinter Nights 2 original campaign. We are getting close to the end of Act 2 with Meren. After this, we'll probably go on to Pink. Either that or I might just try to finish with Meren. Though I'm running out of video on Pink right now, she'll run out somewhere in the middle of October, and I have my brother coming to visit soon, so I won't be able to play as much. We'll be off doing things, real life things. So I'll probably go off to Pink somewhat now, just so I can get myself a pad on Pink's dedicated night. Anyway, now when I left off, I was about to get a report from Kana, but instead she gave me this note that came from those adventurers, the ones that keep popping up and showing up here. So we have Dared's notes from about the King of Shadows. To the Captain of Crossroad Keep, I am pleased to report our findings from the quest. You sent us to gather information about the King of Shadows. We ventured south into the Mare of Dead Men. What? Did you do? You did what? Okay, our goal was to head straight to the Vale of Merdelain, where we suppose we might find answers about this shadowy King of Shadows. The shadowy King of Shadows. The journey to the Mare was chock full of good times, pleasant weather on the road, and accommodating barmaids at most of the inns we came across. Why, NwN even bought a pet ferret at a bargain price from a one-eyed merchant. She named the ferret Pogo, but more on that later. Unfortunately, before we got far into the Mare, we were chased by some crazed druids. After eluding them, we decided to camp for the night. We all felt tired as the Walking Dead by that point, but still I insisted that Maxwell take first watch. Not long into the night, Maxwell's screams woke us. He was running around the camp with an undead Pogo clamped onto his left boot. With her tears of regret, NwN uttered a cantrip that sent Pogo skittering off into the underbrush deeper into the Mare than we dared venture. We all talked about what happened as we hastened north away from the Mare. NwN said she believes proximity to the Vale of Merdelain turned poor Pogo into a member of the walking or skittering dead. We agreed that if we had not been disturbed from our slumber, we might have suffered the same fate. I strongly urge you tell your people to avoid proximity to the Vale of Merdelain. Boldly yours, Dared and Company. P.S. Should you encounter an undead ferret, please put the poor thing out of its misery. Oh my goodness, they actually found something useful! A. Crazed druids, and B. The creeping aura of death that's coming out of the Vale of Merdelain. Why the hell did they... Okay, let's get that report from Kana now. Captain, it is time to send out our tax collectors to our lands. We will need to organize the men to escort them. Let's organize the men. What special mission is available? It's past time to collect last year's taxes. Lord Nasher has generously allowed all the proceeds to go to our coffers to help rebuild the keep. Oh, that's a special mission. I thought that's why... Okay. This is our last chance to change tax rates. We won't be able to change them again until next year. I should warn you, the villagers dislike changes on the eve of the collector's visit. They should be taxed the same as farmers across Lord Nasher's lands. The rates shall be as you command. Do you have any other general instructions? Let me write something. Ask them for donations to help with war veterans and widows. Oh, good grief. Tell them that taxes will be lowered after this time of conflict. Tell them that taxes will be lowered at this time of conflict. Lie! Truth! Appraise. Most farmers pay in barter. Let me write some advice for the tax collectors. Let me write something for the herald to read at every town. Every man must do his part in these turbulent times. Success. I'm sure your words will be inspirational to them. Do you have any other general instructions? Most farmers pay in barter. Let me write some advice for the tax collectors. I'm sure they can benefit from your wisdom on this. You have a reputation as a shrewd trader. Do you have any other general instructions? Tell them that taxes will be lowered after this time of conflict. I will relay your message. Do you have any other general instructions? No, I'm not going to ask for donations. There is one more thing, Captain. Tax collecting is often difficult. Some farmers are in dire circumstances, others are obstinate, and others will outright lie. Often tax collectors are very persuasive. But how tax collectors deal with these situations varies. How would you like your men to proceed? Let's see. We should assume that generally the farmers are truthful and we should have compassion for those in need, no violence. Tell the men to use their best judgment, but strive to maintain goodwill with the farmers. Obey the laws and act as tax collectors should. The collectors must be critical of the stories they hear and inflict no serious harm. If someone can't pay, take anything that is nailed down. If they put up resistance, deal with them harshly. If the men see anything valuable, make the owners give it up tribute to me. Tax them hard. Whatever you think is best. Okay, this is lawful good. This is neutral good. This is lawful neutral. This is what? I think lawful evil. This is chaotic evil. This is whatever. Lawful good. The idea that order and law is the best environment to support goodness and prosperity and goodwill among men and women. We should generally assume that they are truthful and we should have compassion for those in need. No violence. All able men will be put on this special assignment to guard and protect the tax collectors. It shouldn't take them long to return. I will send the orders, Captain. And she's gone. Okay, so I can't get a look at the okay. Right. Okay, first things first, let's go find one of these. Let's go find this bookcase and dump a lot of... Oh wow, those are some actually... They probably actually have some information that would be useful to me. Why was there a book about the time of troubles in there? Well, that goes to Casimir. I need to give that to Casimir. Assuming it's not any better than... that should go into my thing over here. Proved evasion? Oh, Zave's not here.
Follow me.
You are wearing Ring of Protection, Ring of Freedom of Movement.
Something you want?
You're wearing Ring of Scion and Ring of Protection.
Yes.
You don't need improved evasion.
Yes.
Seriously, you have almost nothing. Whew.
Certainly.
Okay. Why did I close that door? Okay, let's go over here and drop off my crafting supplies. Also, this. Oh, the Nomad's Ring, that should go to Kara. Oh! I can put it in there. That's neat. Okay, cool. Now, oh, just a little note. I kind of combined as much of my essences as possible. So now I have a whole bunch of radiant essences, but very few of the lesser essences, and I still have tons and tons of jewels. Okay. Actually, that too. Gloves of swordplay, gloves of concentration, tanglefoot bag, nomad ring, improved evasion. Yeah. That should do it. Okay. E? That was a weird glitch. It kept changing the numbers, but it was like it was deleting my arrows. What is this? That glowed. Wind by the fireside. Okay.
Ah, welcome back. I remember you. Well, I think I do. You were the one with the shards, I hope. Yes, I am so pleased you let me visit. The last time I was here, I wasn't able to examine much to the keep or the library. Quite a shame.
I came in search of the secret retreat of that court wizard you mentioned, Jero. Actually, I'm looking for Amanjaro's records. Can you help me?
Oh, that is unfortunate. I occasionally return to that side project when I have time, but to be honest, it's a difficult stone to crack. I mean, it's one thing to know about a place and quite another to find it. The distinction is subtle, but there.
Not really. I know about Akihabara, but I don't know how to get there. Well, I do. It's called taking a train to Tokyo, and then finding a taxi driver and saying, Akihabara, please. And they'll take me to Akihabara, but then I'll probably get lost in Akihabara because it's a fairly large district. Anyway, what do you need to find it?
Let's see. You have explored the Ilfan ruins, undergone the ritual of purification, and traveled to Old Owl Well. Although I seem to recall something regarding getting several vials of dragon's blood, and of course some lich dust, then there's the 3 keys: bronze, silver, and red platinum. The red platinum one might need to be reforged. I think one of the pieces is an arm.
What?
Or was it the Underdark?
Master Aldenon, here is the map with the position marked, as you requested.
What map? What position?
My question exactly. What is this nonsense? I didn't ask for any map. Can't you see we're having an important discussion here?
Master Aldenon, you requested I chart a possible location for you, based on the information you provided. I had the master cartographer and several assistants cross-checking the records, and you were correct. This location cannot be scryed, and it bears the telltale arcane marks you indicated would be there.
So? Marks of what? Specifics, please, or I'll get the gardener to handle my errands from now on.
Master Aldenon, you did not say what this place was, only what to look for. As you have said, it is one thing to find a place, and quite another thing to know about it at all.
So all that questing for keys and lich dust you mentioned wasn't true.
It seems so. What a relief. Though I could have used some dragon blood and some lich dust, and there's no way I'd go hunting for reagents like that. No thank you. But yes, I seem to recall asking for this. Well done, Aldenon, I say. Which I do. Good for me. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay. But how did you find it?
Well, there were 2 things I felt would be essential in a haven. Secrecy and its ties to the court of Neverwinter. Secrecy means a place that cannot be scryed. So I hired several diviners in my employ to scan a selected area based on shipments of reagents to a few obscure locations indicated in the court records. Quite simple, really.
Sure looks buried deep within the mountains.
Oh, well, I'm not certain it's there, but if I were to guess where one would place a labyrinth of death traps, well, mountains are always a good source of stone. Labyrinths need walls, you know, and stone walls seem to be favored.
Great. Can we go now? My ancestors' death-filled labyrinth awaits, apparently.
Master Aldenon, there was more to the map, and what the diviners found. Even with the wards, the concentration of infernal magics there.
Oh, trust me, demons shouldn't pose any problems, especially for a well-trained, armed, spirited group like that. Now, if you had told me that those men at Crossroad Keep had completed that terrible ritual of shadows, then I would be concerned.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Aldenon. Okay, I kind of need more influence with Grobnar, but I don't think you can get at the Haven. But let me check. I'll be right back. Okay, so no, you cannot get more influence with Grobnar at the Haven. So we're probably going to take Alane with us on that. Because of the what? No. Oh, Grobnar's not here. Grobnar's with me.
Some way I can help?
I think I got some pieces for the construct.
Oh, really? Let me see.
I think you got some pieces
my,
for the
yes,
construct,
this should
actually.
help nicely. Let me see
I
what
just
I can
needed
do
to
with
remind
this,
you
and what
that it
I
was-
have here.
I just needed to remind you that it was, that you found it.
Let me just put what we have together. See if we can wake our big-bladed friend here up. Just need to put the last few finishing touches on him. Do this here and over there, and then we'll go under here.
We're doing this off screen, apparently.
Well, that should do it. Shouldn't it?
Shouldn't he be moving or doing something?
Well, you can't expect him to suddenly start running around and attacking everyone just because we say so.
Ah,
No,
yeah.
Bad construct! Stop waving those blades around! Stop it!
Okay.
That was a surprise. Really gets the blood pumping. Phew, I must say, I'm rather proud of it. Look how tall it is. It really has grown since it was damaged way back in Neverwinter fighting those nasty Githyanki.
I'm impressed you got it working again. Good job.
Well, thank you. I must say I had my doubts there for a while. A long while. But I appreciate the support and patience. Sometimes you just have to wait for inspiration to strike. Go on, try it out. We can bring it along on our adventures from now on. Just talk to it, if you'd like. Not sure it'll answer, though.
You have finished building the construct and can now add it to your party. Initiate dialogue with it if you want to examine it. Construct stands at attention. Examine it. Composed of a series of complex interlocking plates and blades, it looks much better than it did when you encountered it in the Githyanki complex some time ago. It seems to have a number of runes engraved on its armor and weapons, but you cannot decipher them. Let's see if I can reinforce its armor. You note that you might be able to add some chain links and supports to the arms and joints. You set to work on the plates and joints. You take a step back. The construct's armor appears to be reinforced. Craft weapon. You notice that you might be able to strengthen the construct's blades, allowing its attacks to do more damage. You set to work on the construct's blades. We just take a step back. The construct's weapons appear capable of doing more damage with each hit. I don't think I can do this. I'm going to probably fail. You can't see any way of improving the construct through alchemy. If you had greater alchemy skill, you might be able to do something more. Grobnar, how do I give it those orders?
Well, just ask it, I suppose. It's already designed to fight for us and follow our commands. I think you'll find it a versatile opponent.
I don't want it to be a versatile opponent. I want it to be a versatile ally.
Upgraded? Well, I suppose. Just getting it working again was hard enough, though.
Wow.
Not sure what else could be done. I mean, it's not quite up to the level of the other golems. It's seen some wear and tear outside of the whole arcane golem thing. But it's hard to see if it needs any other repairs from my height, you know?
What are its capabilities?
Oh, tough, strong, deadly, bladed. I suppose the ancient dwarves and elves of Ilfan use them in wars. Can't imagine you'd want one of those as a court jester or cook.
Yep. Okay. Contract look, yeah, same. Can't, nope. Okay. Check Grobnar's repairs. Most of Grobnar's repairs seem to have worked, although there are some portions that still look damaged. The golem seems to be working as expected. Okay, I'll be going now. Take me someplace. Take me down to the very last city. Let's take to the main floor. I want to get a report from Kana before I head on out. Is Kana still not back from ranging? Yep, she's still not back. Okay. I guess I have to actually leave here.
Metallurgy, thaumaturgy, yes, you heard me. Building a golem, I hope, will serve thee. No, that rhyme doesn't quite work, does it? Maybe if I use alchemy.
Either way, it won't work. That construct you're messing with, Gnome, it's dangerous.
Ah, this is in safe hands, Sir Bishop. Gnome hands, as it were, being my name.
How reassuring. I'll be sure to remind myself who's to blame when it turns on us.
Oh, there is little fear of that. I think. Any accomplished craftsman takes care to put safety wards so that they might command their own creation.
That's as comforting as leaving the village idiot in charge of a trebuchet.
Oh, come now. That's hardly a proper analogy. It's more like leaving the village idiot in charge of a huge savage, nearly unstoppable wolf, who can only understand simple commands like kill, or stop killing, or oh no, put both halves of that man down this instant. But really, this blade golem is such a gentle, unassuming creature. It would never do something so horrible, would you, Construct? Would you?
So what you're saying is if you're killed, we have no way of shutting this thing down.
Oh, no. The words of command aren't cued to my voice. Only the words matter. Much like one would utter when using a wand, staff, or other device. Anyone can use them. It's only a matter of knowing what they are. I imagine that's how the construct was issued its orders from its awful masters.
Hate to have that happen again, provided they don't already have the backup wards already in place. That's what I would do.
You really think they might?
It always pays to have a second who knows the commands, Gnome.
Not
Especially
Bishop.
if there's any chance the creator could be killed or wiped out. Otherwise, you're leaving yourself vulnerable.
I hadn't considered that. But what if I was harmed, unconscious, or, my word, even killed? Why, the consequences could prove disastrous.
They could. But you could always
Not
take
with
precautions,
Bishop.
provided you knew someone you could trust.
Other than Bishop. Please do not trust Bishop. Bishop is not to be trusted. Okay. Hope you don't intend to keep my men idle. There's still plenty to be done. Let's see. Keep itself. It's done. Buildings are done. Fortifications are done. Surrounding areas can't do much. So please don't complain. Let's go see if I can get that report from Kana now. Yes, I can get that report from Kana now.
Captain, Mayor Ziffer is here. He's brought men with him.
We've started building our homes thanks to you, and some of the young men here wanted to join your grey cloaks. They're good men, and donning the cloak would be a good profession for them.
Really?
Not all of these men are up to our standards. If we lower our standards for them, there's no turning back.
Defending the keep and land is important. Not every man that comes here is up to that, but those of your men that are, I will accept.
I suppose you're right. They are some of our strongest, but the soldiers here do look more than capable. Well, take those that you can use, Captain. I'm sure more men will come when the village grows.
I look forward to training the newest recruits.
Good. Actually, okay. I have the results from the special mission the Grey Cloaks went on, Captain. Damon the Ogre's band never stayed in one place for long. It took time to find them. Oh, cool. The Cloaks found them and laid an ambush for them. The battle was intense, but the bandits were routed with only a few injuries on our side. Damon the Ogre is dead, and his weapon as I present to you. Your orders, Captain? Did I get... Okay. Let me get a report on Crossroad Keep. 35%. 2,000 gold. Income is 9,000. Got 10... Woohoo! 40 volunteers, 100 Grey Cloaks, 10 recruits. Peasant civility is high, morale is very high. Unit strength is low. Why is unit strength low? Got training is best of the best. Catriona is assigned to recruiting. Okay. I want to organize the men. What's the status of Crossroad Keeps? Master Beetle has started working on reconstructing the walls. Keep is filled with loyal men. It hasn't changed much. What about the surrounding areas? Your section of the high road is becoming safer, but there are still dangers on it. Our patrols have made a definite impact. Merchant traffic has increased since you started here, but it is still uncommon. Many prefer to use Highcliff ships since their problem with the lizard folk has been resolved. Maybe you shouldn't have resolved it, Captain. Pardon? Yeah, you know, if we had not resolve the whole Lizardman thing, then we'd be making more money now. And we'd still be stuck in Highcliff. Oh yes, there is that. In the surrounding lands, we have begun the slow process of clearing out bandits and even monsters. It is dangerous work. Only the hardest, most desperate would live in our lands right now. After all of our work, it's good to see more farmers and their families moving here. There aren't many farmers here, just a few isolated homes, but it's a start. Let's talk about organizing the men. The roads have watchtowers, so let's patrol the lands. Patrolling the wilderness is more dangerous than the road. I will send a couple large patrols tomorrow. Okay. Farewell. There's Torio. Let's see if she has anything to say. Any leads on potential recruits for the keep? None at this time. Okay, farewell. Nothing that you have is very useful. Take me someplace. The path which leaves this area. And that was my bell that rang, so... Okay.